Dear Beatrice, if you're reading this, then it means that my plan worked. I'm sorry, B. I know apologies are useless, and that you probably hate me for what I did. But I want you to know that I did this for you. That everything that I've done for the last 2 months was for you. It sounds silly when written down, but believe me when I say this. I love you. I love your soft hazel brown eyes and the way they sparkle when you talk about your favorite poems and books. I love your freckles and how they beautifully map your face, especially when the sunlight shines through our bedroom window and highlights them. I love your smile and the laugh you let out when I tell one of my puns. I could go on, but I think you get the point. You make my heart flutter and you set my pulse alight. I've never felt this way for anyone, and before you say it, I wasn't in love with JC. Mary pointed that out, but I was too stubborn to admit that she was right. While he introduced me to the endless thrills of life and pleasure, you provided me with a home. Before I received the halo, I was a quadriplegic in an orphanage. No one wanted me, and my only companion was Diego. I wanted a home, and I assumed that JC was it. I was wrong. He would never be my home. He would not be the person I want to go home to at the end of the day. The person I want to wake up next to every morning, and the person I want to kiss goodnight. These last 2 months in the Alps were the best 2 months of my life. For a while, I could pretend that it was real. Between me bartending and you taking inventory, I imagined that those were our actual jobs, and that I wasn't the warrior nun, and you weren't my protector. I wish I told you how I felt earlier, but I was afraid of pushing you away. I actually wanted to kiss you that night on the dance floor. You looked so carefree with your hair down and your body swaying to the music. You were ethereal and so breathtaking. That's the Beatrice I want you to be. To be free of burdens, responsibilities, and to embrace your true self. So what I'm saying is that I'm doing this so that you can live your life. Call me selfish for doing this, but ever since I got the halo, I wanted to live. I ran and tried to start anew, but I didn't have a real purpose. I later assumed that my purpose was to be the last warrior nun, but again, I was wrong. You are my purpose, B. Without you, my life would be empty and meaningless. You encouraged me to be a better person and to embrace life in a way I never thought was possible. So don't be mad at yourself for failing to save me. Everything I've done was for you. And I hope one day you'll forgive me for this. You gave me the best 2 months of my life, and I would never trade anything for it. I just wish we had more time. In the next, yours, Ava.